Hello and welcome to Martin Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and today we're doing the Sunday show. We're here every Sunday talking about what's going to happen in the week ahead, navigate the markets together, do some charts, and also listen to all the members' questions and see what the members want charted, what the members' questions are. But I want to remind you, if you're watching this live or later on, anything I say during this live stream is not financial advice. Please do not copy my trades. Do not take anything I say as financial advice. It is my thoughts only, and I'm only here to help educate you on charts. And this is all also for entertainment purposes. But let's get straight into it. We're looking at XRP right now. If you have just tuned in or if you're watching this later on, please do that. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so before as well. XRP, I did do that extra live stream for you guys just to show you that that possibility that we were looking at, that big drop, and going into a possible double bottom. We have got the first part of that taking place, and that was the big drop. The support was found at the $2 range, which is what we said. This was drawn on before that crash was what happened, and now we've got the crash occurred, $2, and now we've got our first signs of a double bottom. This double bottom is a potential trading scenario. It is basically a chart pattern. What does that mean? A double bottom is very self-explanatory. When it comes to a bottom, hits that bottom again, and what we try to look for is a higher low. So there is a double bottom. It is sort of the same level. However, previously we came down a bit lower, and now we've come up a bit higher from that low. It's still a double bottom. However, you've got bullish divergence as the RSI has now made a lower low, even though you made a higher low. So we're going to be exploring the scenario of XRP making a comeback and heading to all-time highs later on in this live stream. So we'll continue to have a look at XRP. We'll be looking at the broader crypto market as well, looking at how Bitcoin's doing. It is back below $100,000, which some say is bearish. I mean, it was to be expected, to be honest. That's what we've been looking for, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin came all the way back down to $73,000 either. So we'll explore that later on as well. We're going to be looking at alternatives to XRP, where I've been putting some of my money. Flare token coming back to a buy zone. And I've got some bullish news on Flare, which I want to share with you later on as well. H-bar, we'll have a look at H-bar. That's been holding up quite nicely. It looks like a bull flag is forming on H-bar, and we'll look at potential targets for H-bar. Also, on the stock side of things, we're going to be looking at the S&P 500. Let me bring up the chart for the S&P 500. Which had quite a bad week, to be honest. The last 3 days, it's closed about 2% down, and on the weekly chart, you can see it broke that $6,000 as sort of, it was previously resistance. Now it should have been support, but now we've broken back below it. So is the sell-off going to continue in the broader markets on the S&P 500? We'll be exploring that as well. But before we do, let's have a look at the comments, the members' comments. Let's see who's here. If you have just tuned in and you're looking forward to exploring all of those, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already. That would be very nice. If it's your first Sunday show, let me know in the comment section as well. We are normally sort of 95-98% members, and we normally allow the non-members to talk as well. It's just we don't normally get around to answering the non-members' questions. So if you want to become a member, one of your perks is I'll be answering your questions and doing charts for you as well. But don't get offended if I'm ignoring your comments. We just have to focus on the members. I understand that was a pre-show conversation about a membership and being onboarded, so I'll skip that for now. Thank you, Martin, for sorting that out. XRP $1,200. No, that's not occurring this bull cycle, and it probably will never happen. Or you're looking many years in the future, and you're talking about XRP taking over the whole SWIFT and payment systems. Which is absurd to sort of start thinking about now when they haven't even taken 1% of the market. So that's very wishful thinking. I would not rely on that. Mike is here. Hello, Mike. It was sad to see that you weren't at the meetup, but you had priorities, and we all understand that. Just claimed my free stock with Robinhood. Thank you. ExxonMobil added to the portfolio. Congratulations on that. Hey Martyn, yes, I'm glad you guys got to do it. It would have been cool. There will always be another one, Mike, and I'm sure the community will back you up again for the next one. We are actually on members only mode, so we are going to be focused on the members for the next sort of few minutes. Let me move this up because you can't see all of these comments. There we go. Okay, we've got Nimesha. I need to start pronouncing your name better. Sorry. Welcome in. Jocelina's here. Hi, Sensei and all. Reg is here. What up, Sensei? Says Powell. Welcome in, Powell. Hope you're doing well. Chef Fight. Hello, Sensei. Good afternoon. First time watching on Sunday. Oh, Chef Fight. Congratulations. Well, welcome into the Sunday show. I don't know why I said congratulations, but welcome into the Sunday show. This is more of a chill show where we just answer members' questions, go through the charts. This is the show that I normally do. It's not ever based on any news that's just come out, so we get to cover a lot in the Sunday shows, and we normally do them for about an hour. Sensei says AMD is still overvalued. Do you anticipate a further correction? Let's have a quick look for you. AMD. AMD. Sorry, I was in crypto mode. AMD. Here we go. Yeah, so this is what we've been. I don't know when we last looked at AMD, but what I've drawn on is there's a support level. If that support drops, then there is further downside, and your first level of support is about $98. And then if $98 doesn't hold, you're looking at something where you break down, you go back up, test 98 as resistance, and that's when you know you're coming down to this main buy zone between $48 and $58. So I wouldn't be quick. I mean, personally, looking at a chart, there is no suggestion of any level of buying from traders or institutions at these specific levels. The first sort of support is at $98. That's where it looks like it's heading down to, and if that doesn't hold, you're looking at the main area, which would look at good value between $48 and $58. But right now, it's broken support, broken the trend line, and you're looking at coming down to around $100 is the psychological level, $98 is the technical level. So I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces at $100. But AMD, for me, technically, you can see it hit the target of 227. Then you've got sort of lower highs. Instead of 3 rising rallies, you've got 3 sort of falling valleys, and that sort of signifies downwards move, and you broke below that previous support. So yeah, for me, $100 psychological level. People might look at technical levels about $98. If that doesn't hold, you're looking at your next buy sort of support level at 48 and between $48 and $58. Can you do a chart for ASML? ASML. Again, it's not. I've seen that you've just said you're thinking about putting $100,000 into it. Again, nothing I say should influence whether or not you do or do not do that. This is just on a charting perspective, my thoughts only. I'm assuming we're looking at ASML Holdings N.V New York registry shares on the Nasdaq. If I'm looking at the wrong thing, do let me know. This is about $705 at the moment. We haven't looked at this stock before, so let's do some quick analysis. There's a high there. Got the all-time highs. We've just got put in the chat, if you are not able to comment and you want your questions answered, it's because we're on members only mode. We always want to serve our members first, and because we're so busy, we mainly go on members only mode. You do have the opportunity to become a member. The link is there. Let me just add Martyn in the show. For some reason, I didn't see his camera. Let me add Martyn into the show. You're on the show, Martyn. Welcome in.
Good morning, good afternoon, Sensei. Thank you. Always a great job. It's Christmas coming up in just a couple of days, so we want to do a Christmas special here this afternoon. Anybody that would like to access Sensei's Discord channel, he shares his charts over there and information and pops in from time to time, answers your questions. Also, we've got Ed Nevius's scalp trading channel, and all the Lucasades, all the members, all the team. We're going to do onboarding for Discord as one of the perks today. It's 15 minutes only, as I'm getting ready for a big event this afternoon. So please do, if you want to go on Discord, I've given everybody the membership link here right now. Here's the membership link, and here is the Discord link. What you need to do, it's in the chat for you right now. You need to be a member of the channel. If you're not a member of the channel, you can get Discord on the link, but you have to be a premium member. It's not provided free. You have to pay if you want that service. But if you are a member, you get that service for free. It's part of the service that we provide you here today. And I will onboard you during today's show. So then what you do once you've become a member, you click on the link, become a Discord member, and all you do is verify the email, make sure that you're all in there. If you send me a friend request, please do make sure it's sent to my name, Martyn Lucas, MartynLucas. Do not accept any friend requests from anyone. I do not send friend requests, and I do not message you. You have to send me one, and I will onboard you. Give me your username in the chat, not your display name. Not your display name, but your username. You can find this by looking in your profile. Put that in. I will then go into Discord during Sensei's show, and I will onboard you and accept your friend request if you've sent it, and then you can access all of those perks and benefits. It is Christmas. We want to give you an extra little chance today to get on board, and I will onboard you during today's live show. That's it from me. I'm going to hand you back to Sensei. Make sure that you do go and check out the latest videos we just put out. Massive news for Robinhood, huge news for Robinhood. You can now trade with lots. And also, I put a video about Robinhood broke. They broke the system. Go and check that out, as we found out last night at our in-person get-together. Sensei, now back to you.
Thank you, Martyn, for coming in and giving us that great news. So Martyn's going to be onboarding everyone. He's taking time out his Sunday night, where he's normally with Leo. I mean, it's his weekend. He's live 8 hours a day every day, and he's what he's done now is he's saying that if anyone wants to become a member and wants to get onboarded to get all those perks and benefits on the Discord, he will be onboarding you. So the membership link is in the chat. It gives you lots of perks. Oh, here we go. We've already got one.
Happy Thoughts has become a member.
Happy Thoughts. Welcome into the memberships. Welcome to joining the family. So many perks and benefits. Right now, you can start chatting, asking me for charts and my thoughts and opinions on things. You have Discord, you have access to Ed and Envious' trading, free trading. You have access to my channels. You have access to all the other traders that are in Discord, all the news, everything like that. You will have priority on all your questions being answered. You will be access to members only lives. Martyn will do birthday songs on your birthday. There's so many more. You get access to the early versions of, for example, when we did the Mobic interview that came out, when Martyn did the Mobic interview with the CEO, that came out members only first, and that's the point where I actually bought Mobic at I think it was 50-60 cents, and that went up all the way to $2. So that was one of my best trades of the year, and that's for, I sort of got that because I was a member. So again, memberships. You get so much more than you put back in. So if anyone does want to become a member, the best time is right now, because Martyn will be in the chat. If you give your Discord a username, if you get into Discord now, once you're a member, we will onboard you and you'll have access to all of that straight away. But let's get back to ASML, servicing our members right now. Let's see, we're at 705. You've broken that support. The support, let me see. We haven't looked at this chart, so I have to take a minute to look at it before I can give you my initial thoughts. 2020 lows is always something nice to look at. That's very low, so we probably won't be going down there anytime soon, but it's always nice to have on a chart. That signifies what happens in a black swan event. And some charts, when you look at the 2020 levels, you sort of think, okay, that's actually at good value. I'll show you some examples later on in the video, in the live stream, where I've seen stocks that have come down to their 2020 lows, and that's been really nice value for me, and I've traded it off those lows. But it doesn't look like this stock is anywhere near it, so we'd have to ignore that for now. Yeah, this is sort of what we're looking at. Just seeing if there's any other levels that are important. No, not really. It's very, very simple. Charting is much more simple than some people try and make it out to be. And hopefully you learn it by joining us every Sunday. But yes, so All-time highs we hit, came back down. Big level of support, previous highs, we broke below that. Then the next level of support would have been this, well, something to look at. It's not necessarily support, it's something to look at to just see, is the trend going to continue upwards? And when you look at an upwards trend, the trend didn't continue going upwards. It's broken that trend. So when you break a trend, the trend is your friend. The trend is no longer really to the upside. The momentum shifting to the downside on a charting perspective. You can also keep an eye on it on a shorter term if you're not looking at it on the weekly. We'll look at it on a shorter time frame as well, but it does look like a stock like this might be reversing and continuing this downtrend, and it might even come all the way down to $405. Where could it come to before? If you want to sort of start laddering in another level of support on the shorter term, you might be looking at $564 as well. If we move over to daily candles, I'll show you this other trend line to keep an eye on. This is a downward sloping trend line. What's nice about this is it would show you if the momentum is shifting on the smaller time frames. Again, now on the daily, if you start breaching this trend line, then the momentum might be shifting to the upside, and then you can start getting back above these resistance. So if you do break this trend line, keep an eye on it, and then we can do the chart again. But right now you're below the trend line, so we are bearish. The chart is bearish at the moment, but if the trend changes on the shorter term, then you might be able to break the trend and then actually get back into the longer term trend line as well. But right now that isn't the case. It's just something to keep an eye on the shorter time frames. But for me, it looks like we can zoom out a little bit, go back onto a weekly time frame. If you really like the fundamentals of a stock, I never stop anyone buying it. I don't give financial advice. Normally, if I really, really like the fundamentals of a crypto or a stock, I might just FOMO in with about 20%, not all in. I might just get 20% in just so I don't miss out on anything and get really annoyed at myself. I might put 20% in, but I'd leave the rest to buy at specific levels. For me, that'd be $564 and the rest at $409, for example, always leaving a bit of cash in case there's a black swan event. But for me right now, this isn't a buy, but the fundamentals might be saying something completely different, but the charts are saying not a buy. Sorry, I'm still a bit unwell and I've got really itchy nose for some reason, so do forgive me. Let's see what was the next request. We've got a lot of questions in today, so we're going to have to get through these quickly. I won't be able to spend too much time on each. We did ASML, just a little over a year left of flare drops after that price. Oh, is that just a little over a year left of Flare airdrops after that price will fly? I didn't know Flare was still doing airdrops for XRP holders, because that was in January of 2022, I think. Do you think we'll have a Santa rally for XRP? I wouldn't focus on that too much, but yeah, I think there is a possibility. If XRP did join an ETF, would a 20% increase be reasonable, if anything? Yes, definitely. I mean, a 100% increase would be reasonable as well. Hi Sensei, would we expect another crash for XRP before it hits the $5 target? Be prepared for anything. If Bitcoin corrects, XRP will correct as well. So I won't be able to tell you exactly. It's all down to Bitcoin and the broader markets. But can it happen? Can we expect another crash? Yes, we definitely can. Vaz, I'm late again. Don't worry, Vaz. You always are here. That's what counts. You made it. Can we touch on Chainlink? I think Flare's a better option than Chainlink, but Chainlink is definitely more mainstream and has been around for longer. So but Flare's technologies is basically Chainlink, but better in my opinion. Sensei, can you have a look at NVNI stock? It had a nice pump. I want to see your thoughts. Buy and sell zones. I need to get away from using the terms buy and sell zones and start just using support and resistance, because I don't want to sway anyone into buying and selling. So if I say, if I start saying buy and sell zones, you have to correct me in chat. Every time I say buy and sell zone, I'll give $5 to charity. Every time I say buy or sell zone, specifically, if I say buy zone or sell zone, if I say buy, if it's not specifically, if it's buy level, buy zone, something like that, the chat has to go crazy, and then every time I do that, I have to give $5 to charity. I just want to get away from using terminology that might persuade people, because that's the last thing I want to do. I want to teach people about charts. So every time I say that by accident, do let me know, and I'll start tallying it up and give it to Zach, our charity partner in Uganda. Instead, I'm going to be saying support and resistance because that's much more educational, and I think it's better to talk that way. Just so, not only for regulatory reasons, just so that people start learning how charts work, and it's not necessarily a buy zone. It's more, this is a level of support, it's a level of resistance. This is why I think it's a level of support. All this sort of reasons. Not even, I can say buy and sell zones. It doesn't actually matter. I just want to start using more educational terminology. What are we looking at? We are looking at NVNI. If you have just tuned in, please do hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe as well. Maybe I can get see if I can get the subscriber count as well. That would be nice. Should start preparing that actually. See how many, this chart is absolutely crazy. It's going to be very hard to do technical analysis on this. Just trying to get the subscribers. I want to see how many subscribers we're on. See live count. Let's take that over. Move that down, make that bigger. Here we go. 54,000. Wow. Absolutely amazing. 54,167. How many can we get during the show? We've got 160 people watching. There'll be quite a few people that come through. Let's see if we can get 54,200 during the show. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and we'll keep an eye on that. I think we would have 55,000 by the end of December. That would be nice, won't it? Okay. So this, again, scalp trading, I'd probably point you towards Ed Nevius' direction in the Discord, if he's around to answer questions. But it is something that is very risky, and you have to sort of manage your risk. And there's too many emotions that can be placed around trading something that just goes up in a straight line and goes straight back down. What were you saying about it? I had a nice pump to see if buy and sell zones. I mean, this is it's an absurd chart. What's the market cap of this? 240 million, not the smallest market cap I've ever seen. Okay, first you have to look at the IPO price. That's definitely a resistance. So that's $9.97. That's around that $10 mark. So the resistance has already been hit. So people might have taken profits at that level. That's a nice way of saying it. On the 15-minute time frame, again, this is definitely not as good as other analysis on other stocks because you've got more data and it's not as volatile. Next level of support, you're looking at $6.97, and the support after that, you're looking at that gap fill around $2.73. So it's going to be very volatile. So I would be very, very careful. Those are my levels. What are we next? Stellar Loomis, XLM. Let's have a look at XLM. Thomas Morris said, Sensei, can you have a quick look? Thomas Morris, you haven't actually told me what you want me to have a look at. Could you have a quick? Oh, at Enphase. Okay, we can have a look at Enphase after this. There's a lot of comments to get through, so we might need to start skipping some, but let's do XLM then Enphase. XLM. So again, this is sort of just lags XRP. Hit the buy zone, 34 cents. Oh God, I've said buy zone. I've done it. Chat, go crazy. Tell me I have to give $5 to charity. Every time I say buy zone or sell zone, I need to stop using those terms. I give $5 to charity. I've done it. I've just done it. Go crazy. Say charity. Say $5. You have to keep me accountable. XLM hit support at $3.50. Let's see if the chat's going crazy. The chat's not going crazy. Do you want to give? I need to give $5 to charity, and you need to keep me accountable, chat. So all the members and anyone watching, just let me know. Keep a tally. I will keep a tally as well, but let me know that I said buy zone. I should not have said that. XLM is at a level of support. It hit the support. It is at 35 cents. Support was around 34 cents. It's hit that. That's a level of support. First level of support hit on XLM, and that's where I have bought some more. Enphase was the next one. Let's have a look at Enphase. Enphase is sat at $71. Support's at $70. We hit that support of $58 on that big crash. Yeah, I mean, there's these levels of support, but there's nothing saying that it's going to no.
Noel Nesta donated €10 through a super chat. We need to set up a fund for your charity account. Smiley face.
Thank you very much for the super chat. That is very, very kind. But don't worry, the money will be coming out my own pocket. I will be no need to set up a fund, but I'm probably going to say it too many times, so I might go broke by the end of the live stream. I might need to reevaluate how much on the next show. Let me see how much it tallies up to by the end of the show. But thank you for the super chat. All the support always goes back to our studios and making sure we keep up to date with the best internet, best Mac studios, best monitors and everything.
Wadey donated £1.99 through a super chat. Realty Income, oh, please.
Thank you very much for the super chat. As you've done a super chat, right after Enphase, I will look at Realty Income. So yeah, the first sort of levels were levels of support 58, 70, 80. Those were all levels of support. If those break, then you're looking, this is somewhere I've had my eye on for a very, very long time. I've been looking at this level at $58 ever since this trend line, let me change the color, broke. And not because I'm bearish on Enphase, it's just because renewable energies had that big push and Enphase was sort of overvalued at these levels. It has corrected since, and one place, as I mentioned earlier in the show, 2020 lows would be a brilliant place where a lot of stocks will actually come back down to test, because they were only down there for a very short level amount of time. And if the company's not performing too well, or it's not a mainstream company, then they will come back and test 2020 levels. We've seen that with a lot of big companies, not the major amazing companies, just companies that have really good growth potential, and Enphase is one of them, and that's why I've been eyeing up these 2020 lows around $30. So if we come down to $30, that's why I've left enough cash on the side to be able to buy this at those levels. But for now, the more short-term supports are $70, $58. If that breaks, I'm still eyeing up that final level. The final levels never are always less likely to come into place, but that's why there's always a bit of cash on the side, is so that we can get it at the cheapest possible price. And those 2020 lows were around $20, but $30 is where I see the stock might go in the future. And if it does, I want to have some money on the side. But right now, we don't really need to think that far ahead. $70 support, $58 support. We have just got a super chat, so let's move over straight to that. $5 times 2. Wait, James, what did I do? Times 2? What did I say again? What do you mean times 2? $5 plus another $5. James, you need to show me video evidence. What did I say? You said it again, Sensei. That's $10. When you were saying not, no, James. I'm saying when you were saying what not to say. Did I say it twice when I was actually speaking seriously, or did I just say $5 if I can say buy zone, sell zone, but not specifically when I'm talking about a chart. James, are you playing with me? Did I say it when I was not supposed to say it? If Sensei says buy zone, he should spin the wheel. It's a new wheel with a different money amounts on the line. James, can we not play this game? Because that could get very, 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 very dangerous. But I like it. Sounds like a good idea. I might implement it next show, even though it's going to be costly. That I love a good wheel. I love a good wheel. Okay, let's get to Wade's comment. He has been patiently waiting while giving us a super chat. So Realty Income. Thank you for giving me the ticker symbol as well. That always helps. Okay. So we haven't actually looked at this before, even though it's a massive company. What's the market cap? 46 billion, yeah. 2020 lows there. Previous all-time highs and resistance. Next all-time high. And then the actual all-time high. Any downward sloping trend lines? Not really, but we can put that in just as an idea of what the trend is looking like. Fibonacci from the high to the 2020 low. That gives us our final level of support over there. Okay, so Realty Income never actually properly recovered from 2020. The highs were before the crash. And then ever since it's been sort of trending downwards. It had its initial recovery and then started trending downwards. Keep an eye on this trend line. This trend line indicates what the trend is. The trend is your friend. The trend is heading down. If this trend line breaks, then you start looking at resistance at $70 and resistance at $82. What you should do actually, every time I say it in a serious way when I'm talking specifically about a chart, you should. Sorry to interrupt your analysis, Wadey, but you've got this clip function. You can go underneath the video. You can press. For some reason I can't see it, but it's always there. Let me refresh this. Under the video, you will have. I don't have at the moment because oh yeah, you do. 3 dots, or sometimes it's right below it. There's a clip. You can clip me saying a buy zone or sell zone. Put it into Discord, and then that is the evidence of me saying it in case I don't see it. But back to your chart. So resistance at $70, resistance sort of trend line trending down. Currently, if it was going to jump back up, that'd be around $63. Right now, you're sat slightly below support. So support where traders might start buying into the stock. I can say that. The first level of support is at $52, where we are currently sat, $53, $52. Then the next level will be $47. And then finally, you're looking again, are we going to get those 2020 lows on a company like this? Maybe. Always leaving a little bit on the side, in my opinion, for $36. So you are at your first level of support, which is always good because that's the levels you want to buy, is the levels that is sort of technically looking as support, and that is actually an important level of support we're sat at. So I wouldn't mind starting to ladder in at these levels. There are specific things we want to look at today, so I'll take a few more requests, then we'll go into making a couple videos. Martyn has just put the link for membership. He is onboarding anyone tonight, so if you haven't become a member and you want to get all the perks and benefits, then do click that link now. It's only a couple dollars, and he will onboard you to Discord tonight. How are you feeling, Sensei? Not brilliant, but we're here. It's Sunday. We can't miss a Sunday show. Okay. Please don't say sell zone, says Brian. Okay. Let's have a quick look. I'm just going to pick a few at random because we have to move on. Race, unfortunately, is breaking that multi-year upwards trending support. However, it can break it and jump back above. One level I'll be looking at is $405. So it is breaking that upwards trending support line. Next level of support where a lot of trades have previously taken place around the $405 level. If that breaks, then you're going to start moving down the levels. Then you're going to be looking at 370. Then you're going to be looking at 328. Then you're going to be looking at all these previous highs, 278, and then 233. Remember, all of that can occur. That's why I never always buy all in at once. And there's no specific amazing pattern right now to suggest that we are going to be continuing to move up. But the first level of support is 405. Let's keep these going quite quickly because I want to answer as much as you. Joe Celine, of course, one of our new members, has asked for Sidus. Sidus. This stock used to be $3,000, but it must have had a stock split. A market cap reminder is 34 million, so very, very, very volatile, very, very risky. I've never had such an itchy nose in my life. If we did $1 for every time I itch my nose, I think we would hit $1,000 by the end of the stream. Okay, so you had your initial up. Again, scalp trading, really low market cap. Stocks, really not my specialty. Again, technical analysis can be applied to all sorts, but it's much you end up with losing with a success rate of a lot lower. Let me explain that for a second. So success rates, even if you have a low success rate, so if you win 2 out of 10 trades, or even if you win 1 out of 10 trades, you can still be a profitable trader. Why? It's because you have good risk tolerance, you have good risk management, and that one trade you win offsets all those losses and makes a profit because your take profit's much higher. And that is a very risky way of trading. It is possible, people do it. Ed Nevius is very good at it. I've had success in the past, but when I'm successful with choosing really good quality companies that even if the trade doesn't go right, I can still hold on during the long term. And I look at the fundamentals, I sort of try and stick away unless I am really just having a gamble. But on Sidus, it's one of those stocks where this can continue going up. The level of support is between $3.30 and $3.60, and then it might this might be a $300 stock again, but it is risky. The data is not as brilliant, so there won't be massive traders taking big trades on this. So be careful with the stock. I am looking at $3.20 and $3.70. That range has previously been support, but this can just as easily at one point drop all the way back and close this gap at $1.50 as well. So be prepared for that. And this stock can also, this company can also go bankrupt. The market cap is very, very small. I'm not expecting that. I don't know enough about the fundamentals, but it can certainly go down to 150, and it can certainly go up to $20 as well. It is risky. Level of support is between $3.18 and $3.77. Next level of resistance, you're looking at that previous high at $7.70. What's going on with Brenton? Are any of my messages being deleted, not coming up anymore? Weird. Brenton, Aussie Radio Picker, welcome into the show. I think our top member. He knows what I mean. Thank you for tuning back in. How are you doing today? I can't see anyone deleting your comments. And Dirk is here as well. Dirk and Brenton, the duo are here. Donate to Brenton's new Corvette fund. $5, $5, $5. Everyone spam that. XRP, please. Yes, we'll look at XRP. Yes, $5 so far. It's going to charity, unless James can send me that video evidence of me saying it twice. Please hit the like icon. Yes, Stephen Moss, thank you very much. Hit that like button.
Noel Nesta donated €5 through a super chat. You said it again, smiley face. How about if you say it 5 more times? You have to sing us a Christmas song. Musical note, views on using logarithmic scale on TradingView.
When did I say it? I could say buy zone, sell zone, but not when I'm specifically talking about a chart. Did I say it again? Oh God! You need to clip it and send it on Discord. I think so far it's either $10 or $15. Goodness. And then you did ask a question. You asked thoughts about using logarithmic. I don't think it makes a huge difference. If you're looking at long term, then you can then losing a logarithmic might help you. My strategy is I stick to not using logarithmic unless I'm really studying a chart, unless it's one of my personal investments, or if someone's asking me for like a deep dive of a chart, or if I'm looking at Bitcoin cycles, or if I'm looking at putting in a significant sum of money for myself, I look at all different ways of looking at a chart, and logarithmic will be one of them to look at any long-term trends or anything I'm missing on the non-logarithmic. But most of the time, I stick to non-logarithmic charts personally, but people's strategies might be different. Cedar Trees is saying SENS. SENS. Let's have a look at SENS. SENS. So there is a few SENS. So if you want to give me we've got a few ticker symbols. Are you talking about the one on the New York Stock Exchange where its value is currently 50 cents? If it is, let me know. I'm going to have a look at it. I just want to make sure I'm not doing the wrong chart. We'll have to review the tape, says Dirk. Yes, we will. Hi, Sensei. You analysed Mobics. Please, I entered at 180. Mobics. Very volatile on earnings, wasn't it? What a historical earnings call. Congratulations to Martyn, who asked his question. Who's ever seen that? Someone on YouTube asking, being called into an earnings call and asking a question live on an earnings call. That's absolutely crazy. So congratulations, Martyn. What a moment in history for the channel. I don't think anyone's done that before.
Saab Shergel donated $1.99 through a super chat. APLD please Sensei. Howdy folks. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Saab, thank you very much for the super chat. We will look at APLD next after Mobics. Thank you for supporting the channel. So Mobics, what did we close at in the end? We got closed at 184. Very volatile earnings. 184. That's a level of support for some reason. Yes, it is. That level of support is from all the way back in April of 2024. You closed above that on the 4 hours. That means you've closed above it on the daily, which is good. Your next level you're heading for is 223. So right now, Mobics 180 seems like a good buy because that's the previous level of support, and we're back above that level. So nothing too worrying with Mobics. Again, 118 is the next level of support. It can come down there. I wouldn't want it to come down there, but it would be silly not to be prepared for a scenario like that. It's not my base case scenario. It is a scenario which can take place, but I'm looking to target $2.23. The next level of resistance seems more likely than coming back down to 117. Then we've got the next level, $2.44, then $3. Then it gets exciting because the levels are higher. But 180 is still looking like a good level of entry. What was that super chat? The super chat was for any advice on Gala. Looks again, Brenton. Thank you for the question, but please don't phrase it as advice, as I really don't want to. I'm trying to get away from using terminologies like buy zone, sell zone, or advice, or stuff like that. And it'll be easier to answer your comments when those terms aren't used. But Any advice on Gala? Appreciated. Looking to buy, but not what. But what do you think? Maybe I'm being ambitious. Um, Gala again. In a crypto bull run, you can really just throw darts all over the place, and you probably pick a winner. And that's what we're sort of in right now. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, you saw all altcoins go up. Gala, however, is a good one in my opinion because it represents the gaming side of crypto. And I always like to have a diverse portfolio in crypto where I own a bit of gaming, I own a bit of payments, I own a bit of DeFi, I own a bit of the NFT side of things, just so you have that broad basket.
Audio Activo Productions donated $4.99 through a super chat. Can you please check the chart for Ondo Finance? Thank you in advance.
Thank you very, very much for that super chat. We will have a look at ONDO after the last super chat. I'm just quickly answering Brenton's question. Looking at it from a, that's why I think Gala's gaming side of crypto is also an important one. But Gala, I do actually hold. It has had a sell-off. I was buying it around 16 cents, and there's not a specific reason to be buying it now, but there is actually a little bit of support. So I mean, it is at a first level support. Next level support is lower, but we probably won't get that low. So yeah, Gala is looking like a nice value proposition at this moment in time. 3 cents. I mean, you look at the upside potential, and you're looking at previous cycle, it went up to 83 cents. So that's over a 10x. I don't think we're going to get there. We might see a 50% retrace to roughly. You're looking at maybe a 42 cents Gala. So yeah. I mean, that's sort of a really good case. So the area I'm looking to take profits is around 20 cents. So still, again, wow, that would be a very nice return. So Gala for me is looking good. Let's get to Noah says thanks a million. Thank you very much for super chat. APLD. Why is it not reading it? Is it reading? For some reason, it didn't read that. Brenton Meadows, Aussie Radio Pickers, donated $10 through Super Chat. Time to buy Sensei a coffee for such great. Merry Xmas, brother. No more use of the word advice. Oh, Brenton, I love it. Thank you for the $10. I hope I answered your Gala question without giving any advice. I absolutely love it, Brenton. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel again. Oh, here we go.
Vaz donated £10 through a super chat. My Sunday wouldn't be complete without Sensei evening show. It's like going to church on Sunday to me. Thank you. Love you, mate. Flexed biceps. Flexed biceps.
Vaz, my Sundays won't be complete without seeing you on the Sunday show. I always look out for your name, and when you're late, I panic a little bit, Vaz. I'm like, where's Vaz? So thank you very much for your £10 super chat. Always, you've been here for over 6 months. You've got a 6-month badge, so that means anywhere from 6 months to a year, and you've been here continuously on our Sunday show, supporting every single week. So, Vaz, thank you very much for your kind comments. Just want to say that Great British Pound is the strongest currency in the chat. Yes, it is, Vaz. Okay, we've got a few super chats we are lagging on. Saab said APLD. We answered Noel's. Yes, I answered the logarithmic. Cedar trees. I will come back to you. Sensonics. Unfortunately for you, we've got a few super chats that obviously take precedent. But if you want to remind me later when we go through the super chats, when we finish the super chats, please let me know. I'm just trying to find APLD. Applied Digital Corporation. $1.7 billion market cap. What does it do? Technology company which engages in the provision of development and operation of data centers. Okay. Data centers. Okay. Let's go on to the weekly time frame. And I always look at these charts on more of a long-term perspective. If anyone wants me to look at a very short-term perspective, just let me know before you ask for the request. But it's always the most reliable way of looking at it is on a on a longer-term perspective to get those really strong levels of support and resistance. But if you have other preferences, let me know. Just never looked at the stock before, so we don't have any levels of support drawn in. Just drawing in some horizontal trend lines, then drawing in a upwards trending.
Trent McCulloch donated $4.99 through a super chat.
Trent, thank you for the super chat. You can always attach a comment as well with your super chats and that get read out. But Trent McCulloch, thank you very, very much for supporting the show. Okay, so APLD, upwards trending support line you've got here. That could even, let's see if that actually extends all the way back to 2020. No, not really. Okay, let's put that back. So ever since 2020, it's really, really popped off, this stock. It was about 3 cents, and now it's about $8, and it went up in a massive straight line. So this was absolutely amazing buy down here. No one was buying this. It was accumulating, but you can see by the way that the candles look, it was very, very low volume. But suddenly something happened, and this stock went from 3 cents to wow. People made a lot of money. 3 cents all the way to $32. That is crypto size gains. But anyway, upwards trending trend line, that's always something to keep an eye out for. We might come down and keep the trend to the upside. That just basically means we had that massive sell-off. Then every single time since, there's been more market participants, higher lows, more people owning the stock, every single big drop we've had. So if there's another big drop, and more people are buying, more people are holding, then that's what we're looking to hold. If that doesn't hold, then you're looking at $1 again. But right now, where are we? We are just breaking support at this level of $8. We've closed the weekly candle down below it. I've just lost my chat. Let me refresh that. Why has that happened? I've just got a small issue. Why has my chat gone? 1 second. Why is that? Gonna have to look at the chat in a different way. Yeah, so $8 was $8.14 was support. The support is breaking. If we don't regain that support very quickly, then you're looking at the next level of support at $6. So yeah, $6 next level of support, $11 next level of resistance. What can happen, which I've seen happen before, is you break support and then it might go down and then wick back up, and then it's actually quite a bullish sign. So keep an eye out for that. Just because you've broken support doesn't mean you're going straight down to the next level of support. If it's a couple of days and you shoot back above, then that's bullish, and then you're looking at resistance at $11. Right now you have tested it as resistance, so it's more likely it's coming down to $6 next. That's the next level of support. If that doesn't hold, then you're looking at $4, maybe $3.50. So support at $6. Keep an eye on $8. It needs to regain that if it wants to go back to the next level of resistance at $11. Once you break $11, it is going to be big moves to the upside. Thank you for the super chat. The next, Trent, did you you just wanted to support the show? Thank you very much, Trent. I don't see any comments from you. Can you look at ONDO Finance? Yes, let's look at ONDO Finance. And then we'll have to finish off with XRP and Hood. ONDO. What are we looking at? There is no one. Oh, we're looking at crypto. Oh, love it. Let's look at it on So ONDO USD. Oh yeah, we can look at it on crypto. Here we go. Surprised I haven't heard of this. What's the market cap? 2.2 billion. Let's have a look at it on CoinMarketCap as well. ONDO. 56. It's a big one. It is a big one. What is it? Website. A new era of financial inclusivity on chain. That was a chain. The ONO's Foundation's mission is to usher in a new era of financial inclusivity and market efficiency through on-chain institutional-grade financial products and services. Ecosystem is a robust ecosystem of the future of finance. Unleash financial inclusivity and efficiency on-chain. The market leader in tokenization of real-world assets. I love this sector. And I'll tell you why. I think that's going to be a massive thing that crypto is going to be involved with, and I've got another token pick for that. The leading DeFi protocol supporting tokenization of RWA's governance by ONO empower community-led governance. Vote on the future of ONO's ecosystem and rewards for participation. Nothing new about that. Stay informed. What is the ONO token? In mid-2020, ONO Foundation, through subsidiaries, sold ONDO tokens to over 18,000 individuals through CoinList. ONDO token holders are entrusted with shaping the future of ONO's DAO, so that it continues to pursue its mission of to democratize access to institutional grade finance. I'm just trying to figure out what there's a coin very similar to this. Oh, we just got a new member.
Jenilyn Rivera has become a member.
Thank you very much for becoming a member. So I like what it's doing. I'm surprised I haven't heard about it. It's got some big names. The ONDO ecosystem is supported by a diverse range of institutional and crypto native partners. Big names there, and it's a big token. So a few ticks. Again, I haven't done a full deep dive, but I like the whole tokenization of assets. That's going to be a massive thing, and what token I'm looking at for that as well, which is much smaller. It's Sologenic, runs on the XRP ledger, currently breaking support, but at 40 cents. This token has previously last cycle gone up to $6. The market cap of Sologenic is 163 million. So if Sologenic does the same thing, and it's a much lower market cap, I'd rather invest in Sologenic because the gains you can get 100x from Sologenic. You won't be able to get 100x from ONDO. It's already number 50 on the market cap, but it doesn't mean you can't get some good gains. ONDO. If you've done your research, you like it, I like it, just from my initial look. I haven't done big research into fundamentals. Don't know what that noise was outside. Very windy in the UK again. Is that $1.46 is support? $1 is the next level of support, but $1.46 is the main support. If you want targets to the upside, you can take a Fibonacci from low to high. You're looking at first target has been hit, 1618. That's around $2. Your next target, you're looking at $2.91. We can keep an eye on this one if you want to keep coming back every Sunday requesting it. Let's see where we are with this token, and we can do some more research in the meantime. But support at 145. Next level of resistance is just below $3. But ONDO, whatever it's called, ONDO is focusing on the area of crypto, which I'm actually the next biggest the area I'm most excited for next after payments, XRP for payments. The tokenization of digital assets, I think, is a very important area as well. We've got Martyn calling in as well, so let's get Martyn back on the show. Martyn, you're live on the Sunday show.
Thank you very much, Sensei. Good afternoon and good evening and welcome to everybody. Just got a very quick announcement. First of all, just want to announce, as it's so close to Christmas, so it's a pretty special announcement. Sensei, this is your very best show you've ever done, ratio to live viewers who are members. We've been the entire show today, members only. The entire show. There was only a couple of minutes at the beginning when we were general public, and you've been holding between 180 and 200 people all the way through the show, all members. And of course, if we're in members only mode, people could switch off because they can't talk to you, and it just shows you the quality of your engagement and how much you're connecting with the audience. So congratulations, Sensei. A fantastic number to hold all the way through in members only mode. So this is your best ever show when we consider that everyone here is watching you now is members, which is phenomenal. So thank you very much. For those of you that have become a member and those that were members at the beginning, I will be here for another 15 minutes doing onboarding. So if you would like to be able to talk to Sensei off air on the Discord channel, where he drops in there whenever he can, put some charts, answer some questions. Also, Ed Nevius, the scalp trading information, you can get all of that. Plus all the other perks. We have many members only streams now. We have many members only live streams. All our Meet the CEO events are all members only. There are so many exclusive things. Also, if you reply to any of the videos, I will personally reply to all the comments. I filter it by members so everybody gets a reply. If you look in the chat now, you'll find my Instagram and X. If you follow me on there, I will engage with everyone. I will announce my trades before I make them, and I am expecting in 3 hours' time the Santa Rally to begin. Santa Rally is 5 last trading days of the year, and we're about to begin the Santa Rally. I couldn't be more committed. I'm fully in with $250,000, in fact, $8,000 short of $250,000. All of that on the S&P, or 200,000 on the S&P, and about 30,000 on Coca-Cola. Oh, hello, what's this?
Noel Nesta donated 20 euros through a super chat. Top lad, he can't sing, so happy Christmas.
He can't sing though. Noel Nesta, thank you ever so much indeed for that super chat. Anyway, I don't know if that came on your screen when it came on mine, but it came on mine a few seconds earlier. Anyway, I just want to congratulate Sensei for a fantastic show. I also want to reach out because it is coming up to a very special time of the year. It is, of course, Christmas, and it's been an absolute privilege and honor to work alongside Sensei. He's a lot younger than me. And it was an unusual partnership at first, but I want to say that Sensei, you've been absolutely fantastic. You've been pivotal and integral to this show. You've served your members and the viewers so well, and everyone loves you. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate you. So thank you everything you've ever done for the channel and the family. And I can't thank you enough. It's a great partnership, and we're only just getting started. So we've got a great future ahead. So thank you to you. A Merry Christmas to you and your wife and family. Of course, you're newly married. And everybody who's become a member, make sure that if you want Discord, click on the link. I've just put it in the chat again. It will take 10 minutes to get through. Verify the email. At the end of that, send me a friend request. Make sure you please do it to my correct name, spelling Martynlucas. All the scammers have a slight variation of the actual name, so make sure you do that. Do not accept a friend request from anyone other than you send me one. I never send friend requests. I never send you messages. Be careful of the scammers, and I will be able to onboard you. I will be here for the next 15 minutes. Sensei, I'd like to hand it back to you. I'll be back in the morning. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you very much, Martyn, for that.
Has donated £10 to a super chat. Let's light up the chat for Sensei.
Thank you very much for that super chat. Apparently, Raz wants us to spam the chat. The last show before Christmas. So yes, do wish everyone and do wish all the members between each other a happy Christmas. I want to thank Martyn for his very, very kind words. Just to let you know before I do that, if you want to become, just because we're on a bit of a time limit now, if anyone's watching who's not a member and you want to become a member and get onboarded to Discord, or if you're already a member, I would suggest doing that in the next sort of 10-15 minutes while Martyn's around. If not, don't worry, we're here every day and we can do it every trading day. Martyn can do it as well. But if you want to become a member, you can do that now and get onboarded. I see everyone spamming spamming the chat. But just to Martyn, thank you very much for those very, very kind words. I came on the channel. I spoke to Martyn about 2 years ago, and I said, "You're missing a bit about crypto. I think we could do something." I was calling into the show. And then we became friends, and he allowed me to do a show on his YouTube channel. So I'm very, very grateful he allowed me to join something he spent so many hours and so many days and so much hard work building. And he allowed me to be a part of it. I felt honoured for Martyn allowing me allowing me to be a part of it. And ever since, we've had such a great partnership. I've loved every single show I've done. I've loved every single member that's come through. We are so different. The reason I love the show and the reason I came on board is because Martyn always tells the truth. He's always going to be himself. He's not going to be doing it for the money. He's not going to be doing it to pump the shows. He's not going to be doing it to pump different sponsors or try and get you to invest in cryptocurrency tokens and make a quick buck. He's here for the long term. He's here to serve the members. And I've got the exact same mentality. I'm here to be able to spam bottom Martyn. Ron, what's going on? I don't understand your comment. Well, I don't understand that comment, Ron. If you can rephrase. But yeah, I want to do exactly what Martyn's doing. I want to continue delivering the truth, putting an end to all of the fake stuff on YouTube and all the hype content out there, all the fake news and all that sort of stuff that's just there to sort of grab your money and all the scams out there. We're doing this the hard way, the long way. We're not trying to get views. We're not trying to scam anyone. We're just here to tell the truth. We're put an end to the lies and just give our honest thoughts, build an amazing community. And I'm definitely on board with whatever with Martyn's vision. We've got the same vision, and we're going to keep growing it as big as we can. Build a louder voice for all the members. All the sponsorships are coming from the members, as you can see. But we'll always do everything in the best interest of the members of the channel. And that's always at the forefront of everything we do. But enough of that. So again, thank you, Martyn. Merry Christmas to you and Leah as well. And thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this. And yes, very, very exciting things to come as well in the new year as well. And I'm sure all of you will enjoy it. Jordan has just become a silver member. Wow. Thank you, Jordan. You get exclusive perks and benefits. But if you want to click the link for Discord, join into Discord, and then you can be onboarded there. I tried signing up for Discord, but it says it's not available for mobile phones. Any chance this may change in the future? I've got Discord on my phone. Josh, it might depend on what phone you have and what country you're in, but it will definitely be coming to your to your areas. I don't see why Discord can't be on your phone. Wow, 5 memberships. Brian has given away 5 memberships. Wow. Who's going to claim them? We've got 5 new members. Thank you so much, Brian, for doing that. I need a class from you guys. Ron, if you just keep tuning in, join my Sunday shows, join Martyn's shows, you will learn and learn from all different perspectives. Even from the members you learn as well. Joe Bidu has claimed the first one. Welcome in, Joe. Let's put some music on.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony.
Who's the next member? Who's going to claim it next? Dante has become a member. Happy Christmas, everyone. Dante has become a member. He's claimed the next one. Who's going to be next? The classic car nuts? Hopefully, let me have a quick look at this. Just quickly do it. Just quickly have a look. George Bays, welcome to the membership. SMCI, very, very quick look. You're just holding that support. $31, you're holding that support. That's the level of support. Remember, you hit that resistance at 47. We're coming back to level of support. Next one will be $22. Who's the next member? Harry has become a member. Thank you very much for doing the gift of those memberships. It means a lot. Now we've got more family members. Dirk says, awesome. Can you look at SMCI quickly? Yes, I did. Ron says, nice guy. No worries, Ron. Again, what I wanted to say was, You learn a lot by just tuning in, getting Martyn's perspective on the fundamentals. Sology has become a member as well. Welcome in. Were you part of the memberships? Yes, you were. So you have to all thank Brian for your memberships. So yes, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, if you join the live streams, you'll learn a lot. Again, there will be a lot of channels, a lot of Discord chats, a lot of places where we'll just tell you, join us. You can follow our trades. Join us. I've got the best indicator, and I'll tell you exactly when to buy and buy and sell. Join us. XRP is going to 0 tomorrow. Join us. XRP's going to $1,000 next month. Or it might not be saying join us. It'll be like, it'll be clickbait, or it'll be groups to join, or it'll be trying to grab your money. And that's the worst way to learn. Even if it's right, even if if their trading bots are correct, which they never are, they're just fake, they're just money grabs. Even if if you follow their trades, they're right. Again, what I like to say, if their trades were right, then why would they be offering you to follow their trades? They wouldn't need that sort of exposure. So it's not. It's all fake. The best way to learn is by doing it for someone who's not doing it for the money. We're not doing it for the money. We're doing it to teach. And the best way to learn is not just by following someone. And that's the reason I don't want to say buy zones and sell zones. I want to get away from you guys asking for, is this a buy zone? Should I be selling? You guys shouldn't be asking those questions. You should be phrasing them differently and thinking about trading in a different way. And I should be doing my part in not using terminologies like buy zones, sell zones. This is what I think you should do, is because the best way to learn is to understand the fundamentals, understand the charts, understand what support means, understand what resistance means, and learn it yourself, so you can do it on all your own stocks, all your own charts, and learn it rather than just being told what to do. Because you won't learn anything, and that's not what we're here to do. We're here to build a family. We're here to answer questions. We're here to be truthful, and keep everyone safe from scammers. So sorry for that little rant, but that's another reason I love this channel. You're both top blokes. Great show, so helpful on many levels. Well done, guys. Thank you, Reg. Crypto is sliding. Let's have a quick look at the crypto market. Have I missed any super chats? Because I would hate to be. What's Bitcoin doing? This is the last sort of. Martyn said he's not going to be onboarding anyone. So if you want to become a member, you've got about 4 minutes to become a member. Again, you can always become a member, but if you want to be onboarded tonight, then do consider becoming a member. Yeah, Bitcoin's going down, isn't it? Down 3% now. How is that affecting the markets? Yeah, not a massive drop. Again, support for Bitcoin, looking at 92,000 again. How's the weekly chart looking for Bitcoin right now? Not the best weekly close. Let's have a look at XRP. XRP is looking absolutely fine. That $2 level is so key, and the fact that it kept at its double bottom and we've got bullish divergence, I wouldn't be too worried. It might come back down to $2 if Bitcoin continues to sell off, but it might hold it again. And if it holds it again, that's good. In worst case, other coins will be crashing even further, but XRP might only go down to $1.83, the next level of support. So XRP is holding really well. A lot of that money is flowing into quality. A lot of altcoins, as you just saw, something like Gala, much more risky, probably nowhere as good as XRP, even though I hold Gala. You can look at Gala and just see, as an example, where is Gala? Let me find Gala. Gala. Let's type it in. Gala USD. Gala, for example, let's go to daily. How much is it down from the top? Gala has already corrected about 55% since the top, and Gala didn't have as an explosive move to the upside as XRP has. So Gala moved up 291%, and it's crashed over 50%. So remember that, and then you look at something like XRP, a much better value, a much better asset, and that moved up 500%, so much more, and it's only come down to its lows 32%. So you can see the value is moving into better coins, and XRP is one of the top coins in my opinion, and that's why it hasn't been correcting as much, even though it's gone up higher. So The money is moving, even in these crashes. XRP is holding up better. The money's moving into these more solid tokens. Even though I love Gala and I think Gala can do really well, that's why most of my portfolio is in the stronger ones. XRP is the majority of my portfolio, and XRP is still holding up very, very well. If other coins are making new lows, XRP is still holding $2 low. If Bitcoin continues making lows, then we've got that next level of support at 183, and then the next level of support at 170. If we start breaking 171, then that's when I start getting a bit more concerned on XRP's levels. But right now, XRP, I wouldn't be concerned even if it drops another 10-20%. Let's answer some more questions. Everything goes off Bitcoin, yes, but some coins will react in different ways. As I just said, Gala's come down 55% and it's only went up 300%. XRP went up 500% and it's only come down 30%, for example. Thanks, Sensei, you're the best. No worries at all. James has asked for Pfizer. I want to come back to that token that Cedar Trees asked for. So let me do Cedar Trees as one next. Oh, you've just commented as well, Cedar Trees. I love it. We'll both think of each other. Cedar Trees, don't worry, I'll do yours next. Pfizer. Thank you for all the members that have continuing been watching. I think this is the average view duration on this video is about 11 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. I don't think I've ever had anything like this before. So thank you for keeping me busy. Previously would have to do the non-members questions as well, but now you are all keeping me busy with your requests, and I love it. I should do more of them. Pfizer, you're coming up to that resistance again, $26. That area that you tested as it is still resistance. You're struggling to break it. Maybe the next week is the week you break it. But if you break $26, then it's good. But right now it's resistance. So the case is still you're coming down to $21. However, you have to look at something like this. We're at resistance now. It might break through, and then it can come back as support. And that's the area that would, when it's turning into support, some people might like to buy. That's the area that is not buy zone. It is a buy zone, but I'm not going to use that terminology. What I'm saying is the buy area would not be here at resistance. That's resistance. Resistance is an area where the price might react and go down. Some people might sell at that area. So right now you're still below resistance, meaning you start looking at the next level of support, and that's at $21. However, if you get back above resistance, if you break through resistance, you normally have a surge, and then you normally turn that resistance into support. And when you turn that resistance to support, you go up, you make higher levels, then you come back, test that previous resistance, turns into support, and that's a nice area to be buying. It's a better area to be buying than where it is now, because you're more confident turning into support. But right now, you're still resistance. You're still looking at $21, but that might change this week because you are testing this level a few times now. You're trying to get back above $26. So Pfizer, again, nothing new. You're stuck at resistance. However, you are testing that $26 level a few times now. You've been trying to get above it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. At some point, if you keep trying, you're going to get back above $26, and then you can start turning it to support, and then you can start recovering on Pfizer, and you might not even get $21. Okay, SENS. Cedar Trees, don't worry. I did actually think of you before you commented again. So SENS. SENS. Sensolinks. We are looking at the right one. Brilliant. Give someone a fish they eat for a day. Teach them to fish, and they buy XRP at the right time. No, I love it. I love it. Yes. I want to teach you how to fish. I don't want to give you a fish. Give someone a fish, they eat for a day, teach them to fish, they eat forever, and they buy XRP at the right time. I love it. Noel, yeah, you'll be buying XRP at 30 cents like me. We'll be in the trenches together. We were in the trenches for 3 years buying XRP when everyone said XRP was terrible. 2 years. We went through it for about 4 years. Last cycle, everyone was saying it's terrible as well, even though it was just being manipulated by the SEC. But 3 years of hardship with XRP. Okay, SENS. Wow. Market cap 270 million. Okay, not bad. Not brilliant, but not bad. Previous lows, all-time lows. Don't need to look that high. There's no point. It's just been lower highs and lower lows. One other thing I just want to show as well. You can zoom out of a chart and you can see, is this a good stock where everyone's buying and it's got a good value proposition? You look at it, you can just look at a stock and say yes or no. That stock, you would just say no, just as a holistic version. Why? It's because it's been very choppy. You can't see significant growth. You can't see higher lows. Not more people are owning this. What you see is lower highs, so less people are owning it, lower lows, less people are owning it. No one's really too interested. Doesn't mean this stock can't surge back to the upside, but it doesn't look like a safe bet because it's lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. The trend for this stock is down. The long-term trend for this stock is down. The trend is your friend. You look at something like Bitcoin. What's the trend? It's just all it does. It makes higher lows and higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. More people are owning it. More people are less willing to sell. You look at something like, you just zoom out. You just obviously something like the S&P 500. You just look at it and you say, okay, over the long term, it's just making higher highs, higher lows. It's a good stock. You look at something like S&P SPCE and you look and you say, okay, it's just making even though there is good value at these levels. I'm not saying there's not good values. It's just as a long-term hold, you have to be very careful holding it. You can't just hold it and put it to the side. It's because the trend is your friend, and the trend. I kept trying to say this when people were buying it at $60, $70, $50. The trend is your friend. You can trade it and you can make money. However, if you're trying to hold this long-term, you're just going to continue losing money. You're going to continue losing money. And then we hit that base at $5, but it's just lower highs, lower lows. You can just look at anything and just I don't know if we can just look at something random. Let me go on my stock. Let me just go on my stocks. You look at something like, okay, Nvidia, higher highs, higher lows. You just look at it and you say, okay, that's more people are trying to own the stock. This is good. Something like Dollar Tree. You go back in time and you say it's higher lows, higher highs. So right now, Dollar Tree is sat at $72. It hit our 2020 lows, was it? Again, this is one thing that I was looking at. I was mentioned early on in the show. 2020 low is something I look for. $60. So this stock, you zoom out and you say, okay, it's going higher and higher. However, it's just had this major dip. What does that mean? Well, you combine that with looking at it and saying, okay, it's a good stock. It makes higher lows, higher highs. It's a good growth stock. It's had a bit of a downtrend. What level are we at now? 2020 lows. That's a level of support. Okay, this might be an area to buy. So Dollar Tree is one of those stocks that makes higher highs, higher lows, and it's actually at a level of support. That 2020 lows, we hit it at $60. So that's another way you can look at something to buy. Something at like Tilray, it's the opposite. You look at the stock and you just instantly know this is not a good long-term holder. It's going to be very unlikely it's going to be good. Why? You just look at this chart on a long-term perspective.
SD Williams has become a member.
Thank you very much for becoming a member. And you see, it's just $300 it made highs, and then all it's done is just gone down. There's been some resurgence, there's been times to make money. However, the stock just keeps going down. So the reason I bring that up is because we were just looking at what's it called? Oh god, I've got emojis now. What was it called? Sense. There we go. I was looking at this, and my initial thoughts, I just wanted to share my initial thoughts with you, and that was, okay, it's making lower highs, lower lows. It's not something I'm going to be interested in buying for a long-term hold without really thinking about it. This will have to be something where I'm going to have to manage my risk carefully as the trend is to the downside, and not saying you can't make money, but it's something you have to be careful of. You can't just buy it and hold it and wait forever unless you really know the fundamentals and you're happy to manage your risk. So that was just my initial thoughts, and through these shows I want to just share with you my initial thoughts, and through these requests you give me, I want to help you understand why I have those initial thoughts and what's going through my head when I look at a chart. But you just want me to have a look at the chart, so let's have a look at the chart. Right now, you are breaking this downwards trending support. So the trend is changed to the upside on the very short term, on the weekly term. So what would you be targeting? Would have to move over to maybe the 3-day time frame. Let's go to the weekly and just see if there's bullish divergence on the weekly. No, nothing of that sort. Okay, we would have to take a Fibonacci from maybe this high to this low. Your targets on the way up for this stock would be the 786 in a good case scenario, so 88 cents. And your next level of resistance would be 55 cents. So 55 cents next level of resistance, next level of support is 34 cents. So if you break 55 cents, you're looking at 85 cents as your next level of support. Next level of resistance at 88 cents. I'm just looking at a comment. Started position at 34 cents. Nothing wrong with starting a position on a stock like this. I've had Mobic as an example. I feel like Mobic has just had lower lows and lower highs. Yeah, it has. Mobic has had lower lows and lower highs. However, I see value in it. So it's just one of those positions you can't just. It's a bit more of a gamble. It's a bit more not. You can't just put it to one side and let it grow. You have to actively manage it. Sense. So I'm not saying it's not a buy. It's a different way of looking at a stock. You're back above support, which is good. So yeah, your next level of resistance you want to get back above to continue moving up is 54 cents. Next level of support is 35 cents. If you break through 54 cents, you're looking at 88 cents. And then if you break through 88 cents, we can revisit it next week. But you're looking at maybe $1.70. But yes, it is at very low levels. It's all-time lows. Basically, all-time lows was at 25 cents. So it could be a good place to buy it. But we have come to the end of the show. Let's put on the I got and held but got more 61 cent XRP. Ron, congratulations to you. We are ending the show. We are 25 minutes over. Thank you all for tuning in. It was very much members only the whole time. I absolutely loved it. We had the highest view duration of about 12 minutes. And it seemed like all the members stuck around. So join me every Sunday for a show like this. We might be doing more of them. Exciting things on the way on the channel. Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you have an amazing Christmas with your friends and family. I don't think I'll be going live until after Christmas. It's obviously not one of my Sunday shows, but unless something big happens. Right, you're late already. Can you quickly
I donated £10 through a super chat. Right, you're late already. Can you quickly do Joby, ACHR and EVTL, please?
Absolutely love it. You're absolutely right, Baz. I'm already late. My wife's already not going to be happy with me. I might as well be more late. I love all the members in today. Thank you all so much. You're all being so supportive. All the Merry Christmases, all the great shows. Merry Christmas. Thank you all for being all so supportive. I see a lot of you are very new members as well. So please do stick around on this channel. You'll learn a lot. We'll all learn from each other. I'm so excited to have all these new members on board, and all the OG members as well. Brenton says, thanks heaps, Sensei. I love the show. Cheers, Brenton. North East Victoria, Australia. Thank you very much, Brenton, for tuning into his Sunday show. Maz, selling and buying zones for all those stocks. No chance, I'm joking. We won't do selling and buying zones, but we'll definitely have a look at them. I think I've got a few on my watch list. So, Joby, Archer. So Archer is the same story. We've been looking at it. That was the level of resistance, $10, $9.84. You've seen that. We came back to that support between $7, and then we've gone back to that level of resistance at $10. So resistance is at $10, big resistance level. You might break through it, and then you're looking at a massive surge up to $20. You might get a 2x very quickly. Especially with the momentum of the stock going to the upside. However, the main target when we were buying down here at $3, when you were requesting this a few months ago, when we've been looking at this together, that's the beauty of it. We look at it together. We go through all the moves together. We share it with the community. I think we were looking at this around $3. We were very bullish on it. $4 was good as well. Then it hit our target of $10. So our target did reach on $10. Our level of support was around $7. Now we've hit that resistance again at $10. So you're at resistance again. So the target's been hit. If resistance breaks, then we can start really looking at $11 next, and then $18 on Archer. But again, I would have taken out my initial by now. So that's Archer. What's your next request? Joby. Joby's come back down to support. We're buying this at $4.84. Yeah, support at $7, resistance at $10 on Joby. Let's look at it on the daily. Yeah, it's held support at $7. So you'd really start looking at breaking $9 and then starting to go to $10. So next level of support resistance is $9, then $10. You are currently at support. So that should hold. If that doesn't hold, then you're looking at $5. EVLT. Is this another eVolt? Vertical airspace is another one. Vaz, I love it. What a great sector. Okay, so all these charts are no longer valid because we must have had some sort of stock split. Oh, I love it when that happens. EVLT, I'm going to do a very, very quick analysis for you. You should request it again next week. Thank you very much for the super chat, but I'm very annoyed that my chart's gone. Let's put some levels. Yeah, I mean you're in the middle of nowhere really. What you really want to do is start breaking this trend, start getting back above $10, and then you can start looking at higher targets. Your next level of support is about $6.17 on EVLT. Thank you for that last minute super chat. It's much appreciated. Thank you all for tuning in. Been bouncing down. I don't think we'll break too much with Archer. ACH. Look at Archer. What did he say? Been bouncing down. Well, I mean, Archer's been bouncing up and down. It hits, as you can see, hit our first level of, that's our main target for that trade. Came back to support, then it's hit that level again. So two opportunities to get sort of initial out, take some profits. So looking fine. Do you think XRP will go up after Christmas? Doesn't really depend on the time, but yeah, I think after Christmas. Nothing to do with Christmas, but I expect it to go up further in 2025, yes. 10.5 hours, Florida. Oh, Stephen Lewandowski, thank you very much for tuning in. It was lovely to see you at the meetup. I wasn't there, but it was lovely to see that you joined Martyn there. Now you have a big drive home, so thank you for making the effort to go to that meetup. I appreciate the video watching from US. How low or what's XRP support on the lower end? $2, 170, 150. Love to stock pasta Sensei. Love you, Maz. Merry Xmas Sensei. Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for making. I've been streaming, I think, for over a year, so we would have had a previous Christmas together. But yes. Don't know what I'm saying anymore. I really need to get out of here. Thank you all for a historic show. All members. So many requests. A lot of new people. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye bye.